Hello, I'm here with Hayward Godwin from the School of Psychology to talk about how the student voice has had a positive impact on the lives of students from the University of Southampton. What changes have been implemented that have positively impacted students over the last academic year?
One of the new initiatives I think is particularly interesting is that we've introduced these lab meetings that we're running with our students, and every single student on the course is invited to a meeting and we work together on a large-scale research project. The students have been working on an eye tracking experiment, and we've now written under a collaborative title a publication that's currently under review. So the degree, I think, is probably the first that I know of to be an author on its own paper, basically. It's under review at the moment.
When did you realise that students were enjoying doing this project?
Oh wow, okay, they just told me, basically. In my experience, students really like getting hands-on practice with data collection and interacting with people. I mean, it's psychology, we're all kind of people-oriented in one shape or form. And it's always struck me that, you know, there is this real drive and interest to engage with the real science, you know, as opposed to kind of more kind of practice science that they might do in some of the lectures and so on. So I wanted to give them a realistic impression of all the messy bits where it goes wrong, where stuff breaks, where people let you down, and see how actual scientific papers are made from nothing, an empty Word document, through to something that is now, like I say, under review at a journal, basically.
Have students directly expressed their satisfaction?
Yeah, they just in various ways they do. They tell me that they're enjoying it, and many of them just basically don't have a limit to how much they want to help out, effectively. And in the first session, I said to the students, you know, if you want to be involved in the paper, you know, you've got to do a little bit of data collection and a little bit of writing, and then that's enough. But anyone who wants to do more than that can come forward and be what we are calling a senior researcher. And we had over 100 people sign up almost immediately for that, it was like 120 in the end or something.
Are there any changes aside from these that have just happened that you're particularly excited about?
There's a couple of things going on. We've changed our community events, the way that they work. So post-pandemic era, we were running events that were kind of more sort of socially oriented and weren't necessarily kind of useful to students. So since then we've changed our events so that they kind of always about something that is like intellectually relevant, right? So we've got one next week, which is called Spring into Science Day. What we're doing is we're opening up loads of the labs in the building, and students can do like a bit of a scavenger hunt, and that's the plan, to take them around different laboratories in the building to talk to researchers in those labs about the research that's going on. A bunch of our colleagues are also in their offices and going to have a chat with students about the research that they're doing. And alongside that, I think one of the other major things we've done is renovate and update our marking and feedback process for the students to make the mark schemes more kind of tailored to specific bits of coursework. Because I think often it can be quite straightforward to tell students what to include for a piece of work, but telling them how to put that information together can be where they come unstuck. So the specific mark schemes for each assessment that we've got are targeted at kind of solving that gap and making things a bit clearer for everybody.
As you can see, the student voice has had a real positive impact on the lives of students at the University of Southampton. For your chance to use your voice to make a change, be sure to engage with opportunities like the National Student Survey and Staff Student Liaison Committees. Thank you.